Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I have a kind of like a vlog documentary style video where I show you guys what I eat in a week as an American living in Spain. And this is not a full week. This is Saturday night through Thursday because when it gets to Friday, Saturday, there's not much food left in my house and I don't eat very well, to be honest. This week's meals were inspired by iron deficiency because I just really feel like I'm iron deficient. Like, I have noticed my nails are a little bit more brittle, I'm losing a little bit more hair, and yes, I'm self-diagnosing, but I was about to get my period during this time too, so I did need the iron. But yeah, I cooked up some broccoli here. Apparently broccoli is rich in iron. And now I have some butter that I am throwing on the pan because I am making hamburgers. I usually don't eat a lot of red meat, and for most of you, or some of you, know that I was a vegetarian and vegan for a very long time. There's a lot of reasons why I no longer follow a plant-based diet. I still mostly eat plant-based during the week, but I do eat fish and meat and cheese and eggs and things like that. And maybe in another video I will talk a little bit more about my relationship with food and my diet preferences and things like that, because I do love food. But yeah, this started on Saturday night and I just wanted the most iron-rich meal I could think of on a budget. I was gonna buy steak, but that was way too expensive. And I'm going to add cheese to 2 of the burger patties. And while I was cooking, I was watching Love is Blind. I started the Argentinian version first, but I was curious to watch the American version. Okay, wait, let me show y'all the sauce. I got guacamole, mayo, and ketchup for dipping. Also, a heads up, this video is going to be all over the place, and I'm probably going to make a lot more like this in the future, so yeah, just bear with me. But yes, it's really interesting how between the two versions of the show, people talk about the same thing, they ask the same kind of questions. Oh, hold up. This face that I make here is because I ate broccoli with mayonnaise, and that is vile. But anyways, going back to Love is Blind, yeah, the content is very similar, like the questions they ask in dates and that kind of thing. But it's really interesting the difference in expression between, and some of the questions between the Argentinian version and the American version, where, you know, in the Argentinian one, they ask more questions about your football team and things like that, you know, some more culturally relevant questions. But anyways, I'm pouring up some orange juice here because my boyfriend studied, or he used to study nutrition, and he told me that if I eat vegetable, or if I consume iron through vegetables, I should drink orange juice or eat an orange afterwards to better absorb the iron. So here I am enjoying orange juice. You're gonna see her a lot throughout the week in this video. Later that night, I had the third burger patty because I didn't finish all 3 during dinner, but yeah, I had the last one before bed. You know those people who are on like Instagram and TikTok and they only eat beef and dates and raw milk? And I've seen a few videos where people make meat cookies or like beef cookies, and they claim that it's a cookie, and or it's like beef tallow, I don't know, but this is my beef cookie, and I get what they're saying. It's just like a cookie, you cannot tell the difference. Y'all gotta try it. So good. Good morning. We are on day 2, Sunday, Domingo. So yeah, let me show y'all what I ate on this day. Good morning, guys. Today is Sunday and I am so tired. It is probably noon. I don't even know what time it is, but I woke up a little bit ago. I slept almost 12 hours, yeah, and it was needed. It was very needed. I have been sleeping on average 6 hours probably for the past year, and yeah, I'm exhausted still. And if you can't tell by these lovely bags that I woke up with, yeah, I'm exhausted, but I just put the kettle on to make some tea because I'm not drinking coffee right now. I'm trying to drink, this is about to get loud. I'm not drinking coffee because I've been having really bad anxiety lately, and I'm trying to do everything possible to heal my nervous system right now so that I can sleep better. Like, the main issue is my sleep. And yeah, so I'm trying to not drink coffee because it really jacks me up. But yeah, so I'm making some green tea for brekkie, and then I'm gonna make some oatmeal probably. This is like brunch, but today I'm just going to film, maybe paint, do some yoga, and at 5 o'clock I'm going to meet with a friend in her home and probably have some tea there, have some sweet treats. She loves to bake. And I gotta call it an early night because tomorrow I gotta go to the doctor. But yeah, a chill day. But what I eat every week changes a lot. But this is kind of a special week. I'm cooking again, so I'm excited to share that with y'all. And the tea she is screaming, so let's just get right into the rest. Oof. Okay, I lied. I said I haven't been drinking coffee, but today I am going to drink a little bit because, I mean, just look at me. Like, I'm trying to film and do things today, so I think I need a little bit, not the whole cup. Last time, a couple days ago, I drank the whole cup of coffee that I made, and I was buzzing. I was tweaking a little bit. So we're gonna make coffee. I have my coffee pot, my cafetera, and we are going to make just a teeny tiny bit. I'm still gonna drink this tea though. I'm about to pour that. But yeah, I think I'm about to get my period or something. Like, this is insane. And it's this horrible overhead lighting. This saw lighting, it flickers. So yes. Okay, now I'm gonna make some coffee. So here I am with my coffee. I get my coffee grounds from Mercadona. I have no clue where they come from, if they're fair trade. And like I said, yes, I did still make the tea since I had already boiled the water. And here I'm putting some magnesium tablets in water. They have like vitamin B6 and B12 as well. And here is my milk for my oats. I usually use half milk, half water, but I was so tired I ended up pouring way too much milk. And I also drink milk in my coffee, so these days I consume a lot of dairy, a lot of milk. And here's my oatmeal again. I love when it's almost done because it looks like it's breathing and it's kind of like struggling for air a little bit. But I mixed that up, it's done, so here I am plating it. Added some honey to make it sweeter. And I'm cutting up 2 strawberries. Okay guys, we're back. We have the finished product, the oatmeal. And on this day, I have 3 drinks. I'm gonna just sip on these throughout the morning or the afternoon, rather. I'm not gonna drink the coffee right now, so I'm gonna put that one out of the way. I'm going to drink that while I get ready, right before filming, so I have that energy. But I am gonna drink this tea and my vitamin water and enjoy my oats. So I actually usually eat oats with honey and fruit every day, but today was a special occasion because I ate it warm. I usually do overnight oats, and you're gonna see this breakfast throughout the video. For on today's lunch, I have frozen chicken nuggets and frozen vegetables. And I have been eating a lot more frozen food lately because it's just very convenient and saves me a lot of time and money because one, the frozen vegetables don't go bad. If I buy fresh vegetables and I don't eat them, I end up throwing them away, which happens to me a lot since I'm just one person. And also, I travel to see my boyfriend a lot and I get back home late. I don't have time to go grocery shopping. I have to work the next day. So it's nice to just always have food in the freezer. But I made this kind of like stir fry, I guess, with lots of seasoning, and it was actually delicious. I forgot how much I love chicken nuggets. And I'm on the last one in this clip, and I am savoring every moment of that delicious nugget. For dessert, I had a rosquilla with chocolate and coconut. Yes, it fell in the sink, and I was devastated, but I couldn't stay mad because I still had the chocolate part, which is the best part of the cookie. Hi guys. I'm whispering because it's nighttime. Ooh, ooh. Hi. Good evening today. Um, Today is Sunday, and I went to my friend's house around 5 o'clock, and I got home around 9 p.m. And I didn't do any filming while I was there because I just wanted to be really present during our time together. But we ate really good food, so I'm going to describe it for you guys and show pictures. But she loves baking. So first I started off with some delicious tea. I think it was like orangey or something. And then we had these chorizo kind of cheesy little muffins. They were delicious and they reminded me of these muffins that I used to eat at my favorite cafe in Boone, North Carolina called Espresso News. Not gonna gatekeep that one because that whole area is already has been infiltrated by the city folk like me, but that place has like really good baked goods, and these muffins reminded me of that, so I need to make them. They're probably super simple to make, so new recipe unlocked. And then we had this banana dessert that she made. She made lots of bananas. She sliced them in half and then cooked them with the peel in the air fryer. And then afterwards, we drizzled it with melted butter and we put pumpkin seeds on top and some cinnamon, which was so delicious and so simple. Anyone can make that. And I also ate some dates and like a dried fig from the bowl that was on the table, just like to pick at. And her baby, she has like a 1 year old son. He was feeding me lots of pumpkin seeds and these little berries. I don't know the name in English and I've never tried them before, but they were really, really delicious. And while we were baking and talking, I was playing with him and he just fed me lots of seeds and berries. So I filled up on that. And now I'm home. It's like 9:30 and I'm full. But like I said, I was going to film um what we ate a little bit, but just didn't feel I just didn't it just didn't feel like a space to take my phone out in. And we actually talked a lot about how technology is negatively impacting society. And, there's a lot of research and evidence coming out about this. So hopefully this gets across to more people. And yeah, we just talked about how our phones just take us out of the present moment. They hinder us from connecting with others and really feeling things and dealing with some uncomfortable thoughts, feelings, and interactions. So, obviously, while having that conversation, I'm not going to be like, oh, you know, hold that thought. I want to get my phone out and record. But we did talk about how it's interesting because, I enjoy making YouTube videos and I'm using Instagram a lot more now for my art. And, I'm not saying that technology is bad, but I think, we're still learning how to use it properly. And yeah, I'm just really grateful for this time today to connect without any technology with a close friend, have some really good conversation about life and people and while having this conversation eating some delicious food in her beautiful home. And I hope the same for you guys this week. I hope you can eat some good food and talk to a loved one. But yeah, I'm going to read a book and go to bed now. Tomorrow I have work in the afternoon, but I have some things to do in the morning during the day. But obviously, I'm going to show y'all what I eat to get me through the day. But yeah, let me share with y'all. I'm just chilling in bed, I'm just reclined. I'm reading this book that I bought when I was in Bilbao at this cute little bookstore. Sango is so much cuter. But I bought this book in Bilbao, El Bosque de los Sueños. And it's 3 stories. They're kind of magical, fantasy, like fairy tale esque. And yeah, so far so good. I'm really enjoying it. Oop, we're sliding. Oop, too low. And a little burp. But yeah, I'm trying to use my phone less on the topic of technology and improve my sleep. So I'm going to log off for today, read for an hour probably, and go to bed. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Good night, sweet dreams. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Good morning again. It is bright and early on Monday, lunes, and this is the view from my window. It's a very, very beautiful view. Very clear skies on this day after a month and a half of straight rain. But I'm starting off with some water, gotta get hydrated. And today I just have a quick breakfast because I had to get out the door. So I have some yogurt with honey and strawberries. And you already know, a glass of orange juice. So on Monday, I went to get some blood work done, and they took a lot of blood out of my body. So I brought some cookies with me to refuel, get my sugars up afterwards. So I brought those rosquillas with me, and I just sat on a little bench outside of the doctor's office. It was a really nice day. And then when I got back, I was very lightheaded. So, I drank some more orange juice before getting started on lunch. So this week I did something that I haven't done in a really long time, and it's something I used to do last year almost every week, which is make one big pot of food that I eat throughout the week so that I don't have to spend a lot of time cooking when I'm usually busy working. And I found this recipe when I was looking up iron-rich recipes, and it is a sweet potato and red lentil stew. So I soaked some red lentils, cut up some onion, cutting up some sweet potato. I used 2 very large sweet. Well, I was gonna do 3, but I'm not good at guessing how much food to use. I always end up making way too much food. But now I'm adding garlic, or I'm cutting up some garlic, and if a recipe calls for 1 or 2 cloves, I'm using 5 or 6, mamas. I love garlic. I love to have really stinky breath and have stinky fingers. So these are all the ingredients. It also called for vegetable stock, spices, and spinach. And here I am adding the rest of the rice I had into a pot because I had a couple hours free before I had to go to work, and I took advantage of that time to also make dinner for that night. I like to make food the day before when I'm working, just so that I don't have to spend a lot of time in the kitchen washing dishes. And I have really long, busy days when I do work, and I just want to ensure that I have good, healthy food ready for me so that I just save time and also save money so I don't have to go out and get something quick. But I definitely have those days where I just don't have any food, don't have any time, and I'm just super lazy, so I get food out. But I really try to cook at home as much as possible. And once the stew was ready, I just added in an entire bag of spinach because that is also very iron rich. And here I am plating up a piping hot bowl of this lentil and sweet potato stew. So I got straight to eating. It was very hot but very delicious. And I just want to mention that I could not find red split lentils in any Spanish supermarket, but thankfully there is a new Indian supermarket that is right near my house, and I was able to get the red lentils from there. It's dinner time. We're back. I had 2 classes that afternoon, and I didn't have any coffee on this day. And I remember I was just so tired. I had so much brain fog, and I really struggled in those classes that day. But anyways, I think I had just taken a shower, had done some yoga, and now I am reheating the food that I made earlier. And like I said, I like to make my food for the next day the night before, and this is my go-to breakfast that I have almost every day that I work, which is oats, honey, and milk. I put that in the fridge, and then the next day I usually add fruit or something else, and that's what I eat before going to work. So here I am cutting up the hamburger. I had it with rice, cheese, hella guacamole, and as you see, I poured myself a glass of orange juice, and this meal was so delicious. I'm definitely going to have this again. So simple but so good. But that was everything for Monday night. Good morning. We are up bright and early. On Tuesday, I work in a public school, so I have to wake up, unfortunately. I really am not a morning person these days. But to get started, I poured myself a glass of water, added a magnesium tablet, and I'm just getting my stuff ready for the rest of the day. Filled up my water bottle, got 2 apples out for a snack. This is my breakfast that you guys saw earlier. I am staring into the nothingness, into the void, trying desperately to wake up. But yeah, like I said, I usually add the fruit to the overnight oats in the morning because if I add it the night before, it gets mushy or it gets just really nasty and gross. So I prefer to throw it in there the day of. So I forgot to mention that I put some coffee on the stove. It's ready there in the back. And I also had a vitamin on this day. I'm really bad about taking vitamins, but in this time and place on this day, I was a good girl and I took my vitamin. So yeah, at this point, I just finish my oats, my breakfast, and then I drink my coffee while I get ready for the day. Hey guys, I'm vlogging at work. I just went to the cantina to eat I didn't really eat, but I had a little break between classes, so I went down to the cantina, which are the cafes that they have in school here at Spain. It's like there are bartenders and there's coffee and sandwiches and things. I haven't been going down a lot this year, but I'm trying to rest more. So I went down there to socialize during my break, and I didn't film. I was going to film, but I forgot. But I had a cafe bonbon, which I tried for the first time, and it looks good. It's coffee with condensed milk, but it is, for me, empalagoso. It is too sweet. So I probably won't ever have that ever again. And I had an apple because I brought 2 little apples with me to school. And I saw these tajitas, and I've been thinking a lot about packaged snacks because I'm going back to the States, and I'm thinking about things I can bring with me or bring back. And I've never tried these. I've never seen these before, but they sell them to the kids in the cantina. They sell like different chips and things, so I'm gonna try them. I have a class right now, so I have to go quick. But they're just like little popcorn, cheesy. They taste exactly how I thought they'd taste. They taste like jumpers. They taste like pirate booty, but they're delicious. So I'm gonna munch on these when I have breaks, and I have an hour to do work on the computer. So I will snack on these just for a little something, because I usually have 2 breakfasts. Today I only brought the apples. I only ate 1. I wanted to give these a try, but I like them. But kids could come in at any second now, so I'm going to log off, and I will see you guys for lunch today, which is what I ate yesterday. But who knows, maybe I'll eat like a cookie or something. But I hope you have a good afternoon. I'll see y'all later. Mwah. So after a long day of school, I came home, and I usually take a nap after school, but a new episode of White Lotus had just come out, and I could not wait any longer. So it was episode 6, and that's why I am reacting like that, because this one was crazy. And I heated up a bowl of the lentil and sweet potato stew that I made on Monday and watched that while I ate my lunch. I just ate a ton of food because I ate the leftovers of my breakfast and food, but I was starving. This food, excuse me, I can't think straight. I ate the big bowl of stew, and there's always room for dessert. So in a little bit, once this settles, I'll probably have some cookies. It was a long day. I deserve a little sweet treat. And I'm gonna drink my water. I didn't finish my water, so I'm definitely dehydrated. I'm going to chill. Today I have work in the afternoon as well. I have afternoon classes, and I will leave around 5 o'clock. Right now it is 3:13, so I have some time. And then let's see, sometimes when I'm at the classes, since it's around the time of merienda, they give me something to eat, like a muffin. Or between classes, if I have time, I'll buy like a pastry or something, but I'm pretty full. And yeah, I'm gonna eat my cookies now, so I think I'll be good later. And then for dinner, we'll see. Probably gonna keep it very light because today's lunch was pretty big. Dinner will be new because I've been repeating a lot of the same meals. All right, I'm gonna watch the rest of this crazy ass episode of White Lotus, and we will see each other again this evening. So only a little bit after eating lunch, I had some cookies. I did not like the taste of this third one. There was just something off about it, so I had 2.5. We're back. Hello, good evening. It's dinner time. I just took a shower, and now I'm going to eat something small because, like I said, I had a really big lunch, and it's already late, so I don't want to have too full of a tummy before I sleep. But yes, tonight's dinner is a Spanish delicacy. Without further ado, I'm just gonna film now. I'm not gonna speak, and I will take you with me for dinner time. So the delicacy that I mentioned is a tortilla de patata from Mercadona, and I didn't realize they make one with and without onion. I've been grabbing the one without onion this whole time, but I like both. And here I am cutting up some bread to make a bocadillo, or a little sandwich. I like to get bread de masa madre, but I think they were out this week, so I just got a normal loaf of bread. And here I am microwaving the tortilla. I don't like to cook it for very long. I like it to be poco hecha and be runny and a little bit juicy in the middle. And I'm just putting it on the bread to make my sandwich. So I'm grabbing ketchup. Some people might think this is sacrilegious, but my boyfriend showed me this and he is Spanish, so I feel like I have permission. But I love bocadillo de tortilla. I've been eating it so much recently. So I had this for dinner, and as you will see in the next clip, I also had it for breakfast. So I just made a sandwich in the morning, and I ate the first half at home with my water and tea, and then I saved the other half for lunch, which I had in the cantina with the cortado. And this is the hallway, the basement of my school where I work. This is where the science rooms and the music rooms are, and the cantina is on this floor. So here's the cantina, and I didn't realize that the ladies who operate it are autonomous, so they own it and run it, and they pay for everything. They deal with all of the business in the cantina. But yeah, it's for students and teachers, and these are the snacks that they sell to the students. I filmed this right after recreo, so it was kind of empty. So after school, I wasn't very hungry. I just had the leftover tea from that morning and the rest of my rosquillas. And this is an activity that I did with one of the classes. We were talking about pet peeves. But yeah, I just really wanted to get some work done on the computer. So here I am just sipping on the tea, having a little snack, and doing my thing. So that afternoon, I had gotten some good news, so that's why I'm dancing. And I heated up that stew that I've been eating this whole time and just ate that and celebrated in between bites. Hey y'all. So, as you know, it's Wednesday, and my eating schedule has changed a little bit today. I had a very late lunch, and just because I was really busy and really invested in some stuff since I had like a really long break today. I got home early and I had like 2 or 3 hours free before my private lesson. And yeah, I was just doing stuff that whole time. So I didn't really feel like sitting down and eating and feeling full. But as you saw, I ate after, and now I have a virtual date with my boyfriend tonight. He mentioned eating popcorn, but that's not like really a part of the plan. But I bought some Doritos, and I'm gonna eat that with the guacamole that I have, and I just can't wait. I want it to be 8:30 already so I can eat that. Yes, I'm going to continue editing and doing some stuff on my computer, and then I will check in with y'all for dinner tonight because it's gonna be them chips. And then tomorrow we'll see. Okay, love y'all, bye. So on Thursdays, I wake up a little bit earlier than I do for the other days, and the sky was just so beautiful in the morning, but I didn't have too much time to get ready, so I just had a banana and the rest of the tortilla for breakfast.
Y entonces eran a la misma vez todas. Sí. Entonces tú decidías.
And then I went back up to the class and I had this banana as a little snack right after my second breakfast.
Hi guys, I'm back after a long day at school. It was a really good day though, very chill. And now I'm just going to eat the same stew I have been eating all week, but today I have this leftover stale bread from Mercadona that I'm going to dip into the stew. Let me show y'all. Sorry, my room's a mess. Like this. So I'm going to enjoy that for today's lunch. And then tonight I will be switching it up because going out to eat with some friends. We meet once a week. I'll talk more about that in a little bit, but I'm excited to eat out. Today's the day I usually go out, eat out, drink out. So I will take y'all with me for that. But I'm gonna enjoy this in peace and I will talk to y'all later. Enjoy. If y'all are eating, enjoy. Bon appetit.
And then I had 2 classes in the afternoon and I had a break between, so I got some stuff from the panaderia. And I first got an empanada with goat cheese and it was so good. And then I got something sweet. It was this little bread with chocolate on top and I did not like it. So I gave it to my student as a reward for winning a vocabulary game. And then that night I went out to eat with my girlfriends at this pub that has different beer. I got a German wheat beer and 3 of us got the vegan burger. It was really yummy. And it was one of our friends' birthday. We were out to celebrate her and they brought out birthday cake. They brought out a Oreo and pina colada cake. It was really good food, really good conversation. It was a really fun night out on Thursday. So yeah, that is everything I eat from Saturday to Thursday. I usually just eat rice and beans on Friday and Saturday, so I didn't include those days in this video. I also didn't want the video to be too long, but thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think down in the comments, and please give me a big like and subscribe if you haven't already. It would mean a lot to me. And yeah, not much else to say. Thanks for watching. I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.